Hi. Don Julio, you sexy thing. What's up, Ronnie Brown? She. What's up, ladies and gents? So, I am just out and about. I had to go and make a deposit for my mother, pick up some bandages for her, and now I'm going to go for a walk. Get some exercise in, man. Keep working on losing that weight. Lost another half pound. Woke up this morning. First thing, stepped on the scale. Another half pound down, baby. Every day. Every day, I'm out there getting it. Not drinking, eating healthy, get some exercise in. Daily effort. What's up, Ozzy Wolfhound? Can't sleep, huh? Well, you don't sleep, right? Except for when it's daytime. Helica was like that, man. She'd never sleep at nighttime. Anytime, man. She's up. Wake up, look over at her in the middle of the night. What the fuck you doing? Anyways, she was, I'm sure you guys know, was in here yesterday in a live stream, and she unblocked me on Instagram. I had a look at her Instagram. She looks a lot better than years ago, since she had her surgery and been making changes in her life. So good for her. We're both on the road to better health. Be better looking. I said hi. Told her she looked great. That was about it. It's the first time we talked since last year. I want to say it was around, I could be wrong, but I think it was around like May or June last year. I was writing the book. I'd actually, pretty much I had that completed again. And I asked her if she wanted to have some input on it. And she said, no. Actually, I don't think she said it like that. She kind of said something like, I just can't deal with this shit, bruh. I'm gonna have to stop talking to you. So that was like the last time I talked to her, but I think that was like May or June. So it's been quite a while since we actually talked. She did leave a message on one of my recent videos, I think when I first came back and I was announcing that I'd lost weight and stopped drinking and blah, 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 and kind of wished me luck. So that was nice of her. Now, Don Julio has found a new victim. Someone new to harass on the channel. A new lady. I think Don Julio might secretly hate women. He talks about them all the time. The girls that come in here into the chat, he likes to try and piss them off. What's up with that, Don Julio? You got mama issues? You got mommy issues, Don Julio? Anyway, it sounds like a comeback. Who said that? I don't have my glasses on, I can't see. But that is true, man. It is a comeback. Sort of. Yeah. Although I've been coming back for quite a while, man. I think I started, when was it? What's that show? I started way back now. Way back. In December 24. you know, getting off the streets and working. That was the start, really. Getting my shit together, getting a laptop, getting a new phone, getting a car, and I moved to New Mexico. But I kept drinking, and I kept eating like shit. So I was like getting myself together financially, but I wasn't getting myself back together health-wise. Or, well, sobriety, I guess, also has to do with health, but, you know, I wasn't sober. I wasn't eating good. And I was fatter than ever. I think, actually, last year, around that May, June time, that was when I very first started to diet again, or sort of. I was really kind of trying to lose weight, and that was when I was at my heaviest. I remember last year I weighed myself, I want to say I was 274. That was the heaviest I'd ever been in my life, and that was kind of what made me, I just put this thing on and need to adjust it, but that was what made me think, God, I have got to start losing weight. This is ridiculous. 274 pounds. I'm way overweight. But it wasn't just a scale. I remember looking at myself in the camera or live on stream. You could just see like my neck had like disappeared from my jawline down. It was just like all fat neck. Someone said yesterday, bullfrog neck, and I think, yeah, that kind of sounds exactly like what it was looking like. Bullfrog neck. Ribbit. So I had decided to try and start losing weight, but that only lasted a short time. I did lose some weight, but not anywhere near as much as I've lost now, this time. And this time I'm much more serious about it. I mean, actually, if I was doing good things back then to lose weight, but I really wasn't doing, you know, nearly as much as I am now. And it's showing, because the weight is coming off. I've stayed sober now for over 2 months, and I'm feeling good. Alright, so I'm just going to park my vehicle over here, and we're going to go for a little walk. Maybe I'll take a look at your comments first before I get going. I did bring the gimbal, and I did find my hat, so I can cover myself up and not get sunburnt. Come a long way from the bushes. No shit. Yes, sir. Doing a great job. Yeah, thank you. Words of encouragement are always appreciated. We're watching or talking about Only Use Me Blade, Brian Rizzo. Guy finally lost not one toe, but all toes on his right foot. Guy's got diabetes, and the guy just keeps drinking and doesn't do anything for his health. And everybody could see it was coming. They could see it was coming for a long time. You know, he had these open sores, holes in his toes, and well, I guess some time ago, I think he claimed that he had the operation like 7 months ago, but like he's got a cast on his foot. So I'm kind of guessing that that's not true. He probably had that done more recently, but who cares? When it was done, it's done. What's done is done. Guy is 5 toes down. And that's a damn shame. And I watched some of the other highlight clips of his stream, and I'm just like, man, guy is an absolute mess. I mean, He has no respect for himself. He has no respect for anybody else. His mother, the seniors living in the senior living home. I mean, just, wow. And, everybody knows he's aware of it. Everybody else is aware of it. But people just keep throwing money at him. Just like, keep getting drunk, man. Just keep on killing yourself. We're going to be here for the final ending when you die. People don't give a fuck about that guy. And honestly, I gotta be honest, that was shit that was going on with me on my channel too. Oh, fuck me. People were paying me to drink, get drunk. Let me take this off. I think I need to try and give this thing a really good twist. And if it will twist, I'm probably gonna break the bitch. Oh, ooh, it's got a, whatchamacallit, a hex head there, so I better loosen that. I don't have that tool. No toes, he still hasn't learned. Yeah, well, he's not original. There's been tons of people that they lose their life because of alcoholism, diabetes, and people know that they got an issue and they never do anything about it. I'm no different. I've known for the longest time I was a drunk alcoholic. And I've tried in the past to get my shit together to no avail, but maybe I just had finally that moment of clarity. They say in Alcoholics Anonymous, having that moment of clarity. Maybe I should roll down my window so it's not too hot when I come back in here. It's a nice day. Anyways, wish the guy luck. I've never really had much respect for Blade, if I'm going to be quite honest. I did watch him myself over the years, not going to lie. Me and Helica used to watch him mainly, I got to say. It was really just to watch his outrageous behavior, his deplorable behavior, Like, what the fuck is this guy gonna do next? I suppose some people probably thought the exact same thing of me, man. What the fuck is this guy gonna do next, man? Look at this son of a bitch. Yeah. The guy makes hundreds and hundreds of dollars every stream, but, at what cost? At what cost? That dude is going to lose his life. He's already lost 5 toes, man. 5 fucking toes. You quit over 6 years ago? Shit, Ozzy Wolfhound. That's good, man. Was it the diabetes that helped you quit? You did say you have diabetes, wasn't it? Anyways, yeah. I would rather have my life and my health than be getting donos to get drunk. Of course, when you're drinking, you're saying, wow, this is a great idea. This is the best thing I could do. It's like, think of it. Like, it's an alcoholic's dream to stream and get paid to get drunk. It's seriously, it's like an alcoholic's wet dream. And like I said, for me, even me, it was like, fuck yeah, let's make some cash and get fucking shit-faced and get paid for doing it. But, man, talk about life's bad choices. Yeah, worse than death. Well, what we're watching with Blade it's really like his death in slow motion. He's been literally killing himself for years, live on stream. And for what? To make money? It's like you can't take that money with you. And yeah, he's making a good amount of money per stream, but at what cost, man? At what cost? You don't have diabetes, but I was always ending up in hospital with alcohol poisoning, kidney infections, just lost interest. I've never had any of those issues myself, but, I would not doubt that I've got probably an alcoholic fatty liver from all the alcohol that I've drowned myself in over the years. It most certainly affected my weight, especially my weight, and like all the fat in my belly area. That's visceral fat that's just squishing all my organs, and my liver is just going to be covered in visceral fat. So, but at least I'm doing something about it. I'm boring sober. I don't care what you think, man. I feel good about what I'm doing. Not really here for the entertainment. I mean, I enjoy streaming, but this is my life, and I'm not going to throw it away to entertain you. I mean, especially, I don't make any money doing this. You want to see somebody get drunk and make a fool of themselves. You want some entertainment. You could go and you could go watch Blade. This fucking thing. Why is this fucking piece of shit doing this? There we go. Yeah. It's just not worth it to throw your life away for a couple dollars in donations. Those days are done. All right, let me turn this thing on. Don Julio with the dollars. Thank you for the buck, Don Julio, but that is not going to get me to have a drink. And there we go. And up we go. I think I'll take this handle off so that's less weight for me to carry around in my hand as we walk. I made $1. Woo! Fuck yeah! Hell yeah, baby! I do appreciate the support, Don Julio. Yeah, but I'm not going to go back to that, man. Well, not for today. Today, I'm not going to go back to drinking for money. I don't want to say I'm never going to go back to that because I've said that before. And being the alcoholic that I am, and always will be, I end up drinking again. But today I'm making the conscious decision not to drink. Let me see if I can turn up the brightness. I always turn it way down at nighttime when I go to bed. So if I'm in the dark and I check my phone, don't blind myself. Walk and talk time indeed, Carrie. Let's see, did I lock that? I don't know. Did now. Well, shit. Would be good to do a little stretch right here, but I don't know how. I guess I could turn the gimbal off. while I do it. Maybe I'll just do it with you guys in my hand. Here's this, let me see, how can I show you? I can't get used to using this friggin' thing. A fire hydrant here. All that for the fire hydrant. I can't even see if you can see it. Oh yeah, there it is. There it is. It's like kind of at a really good heights for me to stretch out my legs, because my legs are extremely tight. Oh, all the time. Especially my calves. I didn't stretch yesterday though, before we went on that walk, but I felt pretty good yesterday. I feel really good today, in fact. Ooh, I'm glad I'm doing this, because I might have been paying for it later if I hadn't. Oh yeah. I might go for a longer walk today. Depending upon how I feel. Sometimes I feel good, and then I get to walking, and then my body gets really tight, and I say, nope, I'm not walking any further. That's it, done. I can actually see the screen better now with my eyes covered by this hat, and can read the screen. You walking right now too? Cool, man. What's up? Find it, fix it. How's the war in Mexico? You know, I haven't looked at any updates on that since I might have watched a video yesterday, but I was talking about that yesterday, that they've resumed flights in Puerto Vallarta. I know that because I was watching Dan Dix from his channel, Press for Truth. He's a Canadian guy I met up in Canada. And but flights have resumed, but of course there's been loads of people trying to get out of there, and he's not able to, get out, so he's having to wait until, I think he said the first was the first flight that he was going to be able to get on. But I think it's going to be probably really, really cheap to be visiting Puerto Vallarta for a while. I think people are going to be avoiding that place. Flowers are starting to come back on the tree. It's not even spring yet. These trees, I don't know what they're called, but have these pink flowers on them. Yeah, I'm on the outer edges. I'm like, it's hard to even call this part of Los Angeles, but it is. It's part of LA County, but I am literally on the outskirts. There's hardly, compared to, down in the valley or the LA basin, there's hardly any people up here compared to what's down there. There's two big cities here. I mean, I guess you call them big. They are, fairly large, I guess, sort of. It's Lancaster and Palmdale. And, there's plenty of businesses out here and people, but there is also a lot of open land, like over here. Been thinking I need to get me another camera to film with. I used to have numerous cameras and sold them all over the years. Not only is there the war in Mexico, but now we've attacked Iran with Israel. Haven't really heard much on that. I did watch a little bit. I think everybody knew that that was coming. We had all our warships strategically positioned, ready to attack. Not a potato. Yeah, you know, not only did I find this hat, I was going into my closet to, I knew I had a green baseball cap. And, I found not only the green cap, but I found two of these hats. These are like lifeguard hats. And I found my cheese cutter hat. Heather bought me in Ireland. It's a wool hat. So it's too hot out here, too warm for something like that. But I do like that hat quite a bit. Whole tribe's here. Everybody's in. That's good. I think carrying this gimbal too on these walks is good exercise for my arm, holding the gimbal out in front of me along with the phone. Ever get out to Spain? Oh, Spawn Ranch? No, I've never been out there. I know that's been now privately owned for a long time. But I don't know if any of that stuff, anyone's living out there, if there's any of those buildings, Charlie Manson and his crew are out there. It's not a lot out here to look at or do in the high desert. It's flat. It's neither Palmdale or Lancaster are very good areas, to say the least. Gimbal's heavy, yeah, you know, so I was talking about getting a new camera. I was kind of considering, not saying I'm going to, but I'm thinking about getting one of those little tiny DJI cameras. It's like a camera built into a gimbal. I thought that might be good. It'd be great for live streams, but I don't know if I could. Probably can. I could probably live stream with the camera, have it send the stream through my phone. But I know that would be a hell of a lot lighter than carrying around my phone and carrying around a gimbal. But I do think I need to get some kind of second camera. So I wanted to film like the watch and the features on it, and just the phone is just, you know, if I'm doing a live or doing a video and I'm recording with the phone, I just want to have a second camera so that I can film and talk and be talking to the camera. So in the end, when I edit a video, then I can cut it to, you know, get the shots that I want without me moving the camera around constantly. And I used to, when I very first started YouTube, I had two or three GoPros. No, I had two. I had a GoPro Hero 3 black and a 4 black, and I would use that so that I could make multiple angle shots and be filming with both cameras at the same time. Oh, crap, let me turn off this notification. Where is it? There it is. Do not perturb. So yeah, I could, like, I remember making that one when I was in the fifth wheel. I was filming kind of across the island in my kitchen area, and I put one of the GoPros in the refrigerator, so as I reached and opened up the door, the filming continued from inside the refrigerator, me reaching in and grabbing something. Having multiple cameras could allow me to be a little more creative. Where am I? Lancaster, California. It's warm today. I don't think it's going to be as warm as yesterday, but close. I would say it's probably about 73, 74 right now. Out on a 2-mile walk, trying to lose some weight. I might go a little bit further than 2 miles today. We'll see how I feel once I've made the loop around this gigantic block. Still remember the fifth wheel. What? Was the railway was around when Jimmy was trying to sell it when I drifted off the other side. Sunburn. I think I might have gotten a little bit too much sun yesterday. That's one of the reasons I've got the big hat today. Help ensure that I'm not going to get sunburned or get any more sun on my head. Today I did not put on any sunblock on my body, though. I should have, but not real good at doing that kind of stuff. Give you guys a look-see around as I walk. Kind of need to get my car washed. Maybe we'll do that. It's actually quite a beautiful day out, man. Look at that blue sky. Isn't that amazing? Amazing. Maybe I should go to Arizona and try and find Nancy, collect the $1 million reward. Yeah, I'm guessing she's probably already dead. Crazy story, that. Fucking lunatics in the world, man. Yeah, I just can't get used to it. It's like a, what would you call it? Is it called the yoke on an airplane? You know, and you want to turn it one way, you got to turn it the opposite. And up is down, down is up. And I can't remember to do that. Yeah, I would not want to live out here, even though I do. I wouldn't purposely ever move to this location. I would rather live in a shit neighborhood down in LA, in the city, or the valley. That's where I'm from, San Fernando Valley. I've only lived over the hill once. I lived down in Hollywood for a while. Spent most of my time in North Hollywood and Chatsworth, Northridge, but pretty much North Hollywood. That was my home turf. There I am, back. All I've had to eat today is a banana. Got a shirt in the mail yesterday. I ordered one of my shirts from my patriotic gear shop, and I bought it purposely one size too small. I bought a XXL instead of a triple because I know that I'm getting closer to being able to wear those XXs comfortably. I can fit in them now, but they're tight still, and the material down at the bottom and the front sometimes will show the bottom of my belly, even though my belly is much smaller for sure. Amazing the difference I can see, even myself. Was only having lost 30 pounds. It's 84. I definitely wouldn't say it's 84. Might be a high of 84 today, but 84 now, no. Sometimes it's a little hard to read the comments as I'm walking, especially out here in the sun. Oh, it's Nancy Guthrie's mom's age. Yeah, that's crazy, man. Poor old lady. She had a really nice house, man. But, you know, fucking people do crazy shit for money. I know that I've heard. Actually, I've read it myself. I think I heard it from my mom or something, but they apparently had sent $6 million in Bitcoin, so that Bitcoin is sitting in a wallet, and you know the feds are watching it, waiting for it to move. If that person was smart, he would move that Bitcoin into a mixer, get back different cryptos, like some privacy cryptos, where the amount and wallet addresses, everything isn't readily available for people to track. They'll probably slip up somewhere, but who knows? Maybe not. I mean, they've gotten away with this shit so far. Randall Barnes, looking good. Well, I'm trying, man. I'm trying. One step at a time. One step at a time. One healthy meal at a time. Can't wait to see how it turns out. I think we all know how it's going to turn out. She dead. I just honestly can't imagine that they would still have her alive. I suppose anything's possible, but you got to kind of think about it. They've had her a long time now. They got what they wanted, Bitcoin. They haven't released her, so kind of like, why would you be keeping her around? I would either release her, I wouldn't kill her, but if I was the kind of person that would kidnap somebody for ransom, I would make one of those two decisions. Let her go, or get rid of her. Dead men tell no tales, you know what I'm saying? 50 pounds down come summertime. I think I'll lose more than that by summertime. Well, it's March, so yeah, maybe, probably about 50, I guess. I'm figuring, I mean, I haven't really figured it out. I've slowed down in my weight loss for sure, but I kind of feel like I'm going about 10 pounds a month at this point. So if that's the case, I'm at 30 pounds down now, this month, next month, and maybe I'll lose more. Maybe I'll lose 60 pounds. Either way, I'll be in a hell of a lot better shape by the time summertime rolls around, that's for sure. Fit into the mankini again. Well, yeah. I wouldn't be as sexy though. Me and my big old gut hanging out, my fat ass, all white and round. I don't think you'll ever catch me again in a mankini. Can't believe I let Helica talk me into that shit. It's like, yeah, I'll give you the money. Go, do it. Do it. She loved to laugh at me. She loved it. It was fun, man. Funny. Embarrassing, but hey. One of those memorable moments. The hobo lore. I don't have any pictures of that or anything. I gotta say, carrying this gimbal kind of sucks. Kind of sucks. If I had it like on a monopod, and I had it like being held up in my like waist area, it probably wouldn't be so bad. I heard that they had found some blood, but I think I heard they found like 2 different types of blood. At the time that I heard about it, they didn't know whose blood it was. Yeah, the old lady, I can imagine her probably fighting for her life, but at 84 years old, there's not much damage you're gonna cause to anybody unless you got a weapon or something. A gun. Picture's great. That's good. It'll turn to shit when I get back to my house. The signal's horrible there until I connect to the wireless Wi-Fi, home Wi-Fi. Although I don't think I'm gonna keep streaming because I'm still doing stuff. And if you were Discord members, Pathfinders, navigators on the Discord server, you would know some of the stuff I'm up to. Actually, I Haven't revealed a whole lot, but some. Walking with me on your treadmill, huh? Nice air conditioning, not even sweating. I go to the gym. I used to go to the gym. That was one of the things I would do, is get on the treadmill, walk to nowhere. I don't know, I just like walking better than anything else, I gotta be quite honest. I still would like to get some weights. My gym membership, they have one of my old cards, and I got a new one, and the bill hasn't been paid. I'm thinking about canceling it. So I'm thinking I'm just gonna buy some weights. I just never get out of the house, man. I never go to the gym, just don't have the motivation for it. I believe I got the motivation to work out, to try and lose weight, but leaving the house and going down to the gym to work out, I was just like, can't seem to bring myself to do it. I've never been a person that liked or enjoyed working out. I know I need to do it, work out, because I've gotten so weak in my old age. But I also believe a lot of that too comes from not getting out and getting any kind of exercise at all until now. Exercise bands does the same thing, has weight. Hell of a lot cheaper, doesn't take up any room. Yeah, I've seen those things. Actually used them when I was in physical therapy for my back. Never owned any, though. Probably would be a good idea. I actually thought about that too. If I buy weights and I, end up going back to New Mexico, then I have to put those weights in the car and take them back with me and take up space. And when I came out here this time, the car was full. I didn't have any more room for anything else that would include weights. Get the shake weight. Yeah, the one where the chicks do that. Looks like they're trying to give a blowjob. The more I work out, the more my body likes it. I definitely don't mind walking. Kind of don't enjoy walking holding this gimbal though. This is like supposed to be my quiet time when I'm just walking. Thoughts going through my head. Kind of clears my head, helps me think, concentrate. What's the next move? I'm chatting with you guys. I don't get to that benefit. Actually don't need to be making any more moves, man. I got enough on my plate. Like I work on one thing, work on one project, and I think, well, I need to go and do this, and I need to do that. And I'm just literally doing too many things at once. Need to stay focused and like complete one item at a time, but it's too late for that now. Too late for that. No, I'm not on the interstate. I'm walking on a sidewalk down main boulevards, but the speeds out here are 55 miles an hour. 55 or 50. I'm pretty sure it's 55. But of course, everybody's going faster than that. So, yeah, it gets loud and people are moving quickly. You like having internet friends? Yeah, well, it's great because you never have to tell, get the fuck out, dude. Get the fuck out of my house, you're bugging me. You can just leave, block them, ignore what they're saying. They won't know that you're purposely ignoring them unless they start asking you, hey, did you see what I said? That happens to me all the time. Jimmy, look at my comment. Read my comment. Scroll back up. Yeah, I'm feeling pretty good today. I think I'm going to go further. In fact, I'm going to go walk somewhere I've never walked before. Go about, I don't know, I think it's 1 block further past this light coming up down the street. And then I'll bust the right, go all the way back up to that main street and loop back around. Put in the extra work today. The extra mile. Yesterday, with the watch, it's keeping way better track of how many steps I'm taking because I don't always have my phone on me. And yesterday I nearly put in 10,000 steps, so I think that's pretty good. Getting there, making some improvements. Won't stop till I stop. Alrighty then, let's do it together, Miles. Me and you, that's what I'm talking about. Let's do it together. Let's get healthy. Keep that weight off. Become faster, stronger, better than before. Yeah, I looked at the phone yesterday. I think I burned like 500 calories from the walk, according to the apps. I don't know which app. I'm using 3 apps for all this. I got the app for the scale. I got the Samsung Health app. And I think it's called Samsung Health Monitor. I don't know. I basically just look at Samsung Health. So that's what I've been using before I got the watch or the scale. I've been manually entering my weight every morning after weighing myself. 10,000 steps in Lowe's last night. Yeah. Lowe's, Walmart, those fucking places are so huge. And nowadays, you can't find any help. There's no one to be found. If you do find someone, especially out here in this area where I'm at, the workers act like, they're annoyed you're asking for help to find something. Let me see. Let me move this so it's centered. I guess that won't do what I'm looking for. Yeah. Whatever. $3,500 calories in a pound, so they say. Well, I don't count my calories. I have bought those frozen meals, the healthy whatever the hell it's called, and I buy them because they're supposed to be healthy, low in calories or whatever it is, carbs maybe. But I don't really have a set diet. I just eat what I think is healthy, what might be good for me, or what's not going to fatten me up. One of the main things I do in every meal is I don't eat sugar. I don't drink sugar. I don't eat sugar. Keep that out of my diet. Main reason is I've learned that sugar, causes your cells and your liver not to burn fat. Makes it glucose resistant and causes diabetes. I don't have diabetes, thank God. Oh, did I tell you guys I was doing the sleep apnea monitoring with the watch, and it says that I needed to keep the watch on for 2 nights in a row, and it would tell me if in fact I have sleep apnea, and it says that I do not, which I was surprised because I know I snore, but I was telling my mom that this morning. She's like, yeah, I don't hear you snoring anymore either. And I thought, well, when I was probably snoring the most was when I was drunk. And I was drunk a lot. And if I don't drink, I don't think I snore like that. Sugar's the worst for weight gain? Yes, that's what I've heard. Yeah, I guess it affects numerous things. Stuff like I really don't know anything about, like cortisol. I hear sugar spikes cortisol, also causing your cells, liver, not to burn fat. What I didn't know is that you burn the most amount of fat in your body at nighttime when you're sleeping. When your body is at rest, your liver is eating up the fat, turning it into different stuff, I guess. So getting a good night's sleep is essential to losing weight. I had no idea. And I've been having a problem sleeping for actually about a week or more. I don't know why. I'm not stressed out or anything. I go to bed about the same time every night. But I often wake up to go pee, to be quite honest. I get up 2-3 times a night. Maybe not so much lately. Maybe I'm down to a couple times. CPAP machine, but it's impossible to sleep with those masks on. Basically, you have to lay on your back all night long. Yeah, I don't sleep on my back. And yeah, I know it's mean. I couldn't imagine having to have that thing on your face all the time. When I was working in the oil fields, way back then, even then, I knew, or I thought I knew, that I probably have sleep apnea because my wife, ex-wife, was always telling me, oh, you snore, man, you snore so loud. Sometimes wake me up at night to get me to stop snoring. It's like, fuck, wake me up, bitch. But I went to the doctors, and since I had a commercial driver's license to drive the trucks out to Wellhead, that doctor told me, well, if you do this test and you have sleep apnea, you must wear this mask at nighttime. It's going to monitor you. And if you don't wear the mask, we'll know. And then we had to report that to the Department of Motor Vehicles. And you'll lose your commercial driver's license for not wearing the mask. I'm like, well, you know, two things. I don't want to take that chance. I need my job. And two, it's hard enough to sleep in the oil fields when you got a bunch of pump trucks and blenders and hydration all going. It's super fucking loud out there. You're in your cab and the thing is just vibrating like crazy, especially when like you would be in a split shift. Might be a team up working the pumps, and they'll rev the motor on the pump trucks. It's on the bed of your truck, and like your whole truck just shifts back and forth, and it's vibrating. It's super, super loud. You have to wear hearing protection out there all the time. So I told the doc, yeah, I could, you know, well, I don't want to sleep with that fucking thing on my face. It's hard enough to sleep out there, and I don't need to be kept up by having this thing attached to my face like Predator, and I don't want to lose my driver's license, so I never took the test. I had no idea that this phone that I had, or this watch that I have, was capable of monitoring my breathing while I sleep. So it's good to know now. The more you know. May have an enlarged prostate if you would. Yeah, you know, that may be the case. Obviously, prostates often enlarge in men as they become older. And I was having a problem for quite some time when I was living on the streets, especially down in San Diego. I would have to pee, and sometimes when I'd have to pee, even when I'm awake, not when I'm asleep, but I would be like, I gotta pee like right now. Right now. If I don't pee, I'm gonna piss myself. That's how bad it felt. I mean, and since quitting drinking, I don't have that anymore. That's completely gone away. How fast am I walking? When I look at the app, every time I go for a walk, it usually tells me about 3 miles an hour. So I'm just casually walking. But I'm now going further than I've ever gone before. At least recently. At least recently. Yeah, I'm glad that emergency pee situation thing has gone away. I was thinking, oh man, I was actually, fuck, I hope I don't have like prostate cancer or something like that. Of course, my mind is always jumping to the worst case scenario. I never had myself checked out for it. I actually did tell that Asian doctor's assistant or whatever she was, I was going to some clinic down there in San Diego and getting the health checkups and whatnot. And I told her about that, and I think she avoided. I don't think that she wanted to put her finger in my bunghole. You've never seen snow ever in your life? Oh man, I watched that avalanche in Colorado a couple days ago. I couldn't believe it, man. These people are like at this, I wouldn't call it a resort, maybe it was like a rest spot somewhere down the mountain, because it looked like it wasn't a hotel, it was too small of a building. Maybe that's where they would get on the lifts to go up the mountain. I don't know, but man, just a huge, massive cloud of snow coming down the mountain, and the people were just standing there, staring at it, looking. And while I was watching this video, I'm like, there's no doubt in my mind that snow is going to hit those people. And they all just stood there. I mean, literally, like almost every single one of them just stood there, continued watching as the snow came down the mountain. Sure enough, covered every single one of them. I don't think that those people got buried. I think there were only like 4 people that got buried, if I remember right. But I've never seen an avalanche. But I definitely don't think I'd want to see one of those things up close. Imagine being buried in snow. You're alive, but you're like in suspended animation. You can't move. You're like stuck, frozen in this like cocoon of ice and snow. I was gonna go down over here. Let's go. I'm going down, like I'm walking across the street right now, which I'm pretty sure if I went down that street, it's gonna take me up to the main boulevard where I originally walked to. But over here by that liquor store that I've gone to before, there's a street and it goes through this trailer park area. I was thinking I might walk through there instead, just to go a little further distance and see what's over there. I've never been down that street. I've never been down that one either, but never been out of Australia. Well, Australia is a pretty big place. You guys got a lot of great shit to see down there. Same with the United States. I think a lot of people don't get out and travel, Americans, because we've got like everything here, you know, mountains, forests, desert, beaches, everything you'd want is here. But I mean, the whole world isn't here. You want to get out and experience new cultures, new food. You gotta get out and go. I don't know if they found any of those people on time either, or if they've even found them yet or not. I'm not up on the news all that much anymore. I don't spend as much time watching the news. I gotta tell you, switch this around. I gotta tell you, not watching the news 24-hour a day news cycle definitely reduces your stress level, and you can spend your time thinking about other things other than all the other shit that's going on in the world that you can't do anything about anyways. I can't tell if this is a full-on street or a gated trailer park community. Oh shit, they got like fifth wheels and trailers over here, single wide. This is where the poor people live. Actually, I wish I had my fifth wheel back. I've played with the idea too of doing that here in the future. I was thinking maybe get like a piece of land out in New Mexico after my mother passes. I get my investment money, buy a piece of land, buy a fifth wheel or some kind of trailer and live in it again. I kind of enjoyed that. Plus it's cheap, you know. I can't remember what my rent was there in New Mexico. I want to say it was $500 to live in my fifth wheel, but that included electricity, gas, cable. Looking up the street here. It doesn't go through, but looks like there might be a park up there. So let's have a walk and see what we find. You know, fucking trash, man. Looks like Cambodia or Thailand or something. Does your watch tell you how fast you're walking? I'm sure it does, but I have it locked. I put in Samsung Wallet to the watch, which then forces me to put a code on the watch to unlock it. I guess in case I get robbed or something, somebody can't use my watch to then clean me out. I'll post what I walked later. It'll tell me all the details, how far I walked and at what pace I was walking. I most certainly would say I'm probably walking slower today because I'm chatting with you guys and not paying attention to where I'm walking. Apple Watch automatically unlocks. Well, I already had the Google wallet on the phone, and I really don't need to have them both. I always use Google Wallet. I just kind of set that up when I was setting up the watch, and I suppose I can just take that off. I don't really need to. It's getting hot now. Take out this hat, let some of the heat out from on top of my scalp. Yeah, this appears to be some kind of park up here. So I'll walk through it. Shit, there's somebody living in a trailer over there. I don't know if you guys can see it because I can't see the screen that well. Damn thing. It's the time here now at 12 o'clock straight up. Talking all the game. Actually, I think the time that you're talking about, I've hit the deck a number of times while streaming, but I think you're talking about the time I was in Rosarito and it had just rained, and where I was living down there with Luke, all the dirt or the silt would run down from the hills of Rosarito to the lower part where we were at, closer to the beach, and that silt, that mud, dirt would get super slippery. And I was walking and talking, and I think we were walking up to Oxo, and I had just mentioned, I gotta be careful because I know that these sidewalks are slippery after it rains. So all the dirt and mud, and man, like 2 seconds later, wham, I hit the deck. Phone went flying, landed in the gutter. Some old Mexican guy was walking down the other sidewalk on the other side of the street and come across to help me get up. I had no idea this park is here. Look at the things you discover when you get off your ass and go for a walk. Oh, there's even trees and nice shade and stuff. Yeah. Well, I'll have to come back here and explore the park more, but I think I want to start heading back. Maybe we'll go this way. It looks like there's a trail or path over there that I can take up to the main boulevard. I can get over this fence. Gotta be careful of me huevos. Oy. The shade would be a welcome addition to the walk. How am I feeling today? I'm feeling damn good, man. Feeling like $1,000,000, baby. That's why I'm walking further than I normally do. Look, the grass is wet and cool. Sprinklers must have just turned off. I'm feeling better every day, literally. That's not saying that just to say that to blow smoke up your guys' ass. I most certainly am feeling really good every day. I'm getting better, healthier, lighter, stronger. My dick has even grown probably by 6 inches. Yub nub. What's happening? Every walk I do better than the last. Yeah, I've really been kind of constraining myself to that walk around that big block, that main boulevard. It is a good walk, being 2 miles, but it was most certainly time for me to start doing a little bit more. I don't know how much more we're going to end up putting in today, but I'll let you guys know in the Discord. If you guys haven't joined Discord, there might be a link in the description below. If not, you can check one of my last couple of live streams. Actually, my last live stream from yesterday has a link to Discord. In fact, I got a channel on Discord. Let's see if I can. Let's go this way. Maybe I'll actually find a water fountain. Got a channel in there in Discord that has all my social media links, link to my website, the other chat room, socials. Water probably tastes like shit over here. Somebody probably pissed in the fountain. This hat is great for keeping the sun off my head, but man, sure getting hot underneath of it. I'm not gonna drink out of there. It looks a little rough. Probably doesn't work anyways. You posted a pic on Discord. Oh shit, look man, there's stuff over here that I could use to work out too. Shit. Shit. Yeah, fuck that gym. I'm gonna cancel my Planet Fitness gym membership today. See, I could even come over here and do whatever it is that you do with this thing. Oh, you lifting your body weight? Oh man, I'm still pretty fat. I don't know if I could do that. Lat pulled down double. These are areas I definitely need to do some work on, man. Get rid of them love handles. Build up my arms. Can do some pull-ups here too. What else we got going on? This way, gimbal. What is that? Okay, bitch, turn. What is that? A rowing machine, I guess? And what's this for? Rock back and forth? Yep. It's a rockin'. This hobo's a rockin'. Don't come a knockin'. What's up, Simon John? Okay, turn, bitch. Turn, bitch. Good to see you, Simon. How you been, old boy? What is that? A teeter-totter? Leg press, double. Don't knock your knees. Don't be a knee knocker. Turn slowly to starting position. Does this thing move? Yeah, it does. Alright. Yeah, I'm gonna have to come over here and try this shit out. What is this? Cardio walker. Okay, gimbal. Just stand up there and hold on to the railings and walk, I guess. Okay, this thing is, I don't know, is it me? Yeah, it probably is. Yeah. Jimmy, how do you deal with anger and such? Well, I don't really get angry anymore. I mean, the other day I was getting fucking annoyed because like one thing after another kept happening. But I gotta tell you, since I've been sober, I've been way calmer, much more relaxed. In fact, that's one of the things the watch has in it is I can measure my mood, like how relaxed I am. And I have looked at it a couple of times, and I'm always relaxed. But the other day, I was really getting fucking annoyed. Oh, this lifts your weight too. Yeah, I'm gonna come and I'm gonna start using this stuff. It's better than paying for the gym, and that stuff is the same shit that we just looked at. Yeah, staying sober totally affects my mood and my attitude, and I'm able to maintain my mood and calmness a lot better than what I was doing when I was drinking like a fish. Says it's 79 here now. Yeah, I can definitely feel the heat like get trapped underneath my hat. Yeah, take it off a couple times, run my fingers through my hair. Alright, now I'm gonna head back. Not that far away. I think this isn't quite half the distance around that first major block that I walked around, but It's added on some extra distance. I'll take it. I'll take it for sure. Jimmy, you better hydrate. Yeah, I will when I get home. I can't carry a water bottle with me when I'm live streaming, holding this gimbal. I don't want to have things in both hands. You know what I'm saying? Definitely, I can feel I'm getting too much sun too. I should have put on some sunblock. You earned me a steak today. I don't have any steak. Last night I had chicken. I've been buying these, they're sirloin something, I want to say they're called sirloin tender steaks or some shit like that from Walmart. I get like 4 in a package and it's around 10 to 12 bucks, I think. They're thin, they're small, but I put them in the air fryer and they're pretty good. And eating that with some vegetables, it's enough for me. Yeah, I definitely should have put on some sunblock. I can feel my skin kind of burning. Okay, I don't know where. Oh yeah, I know where I'm at. I'm always getting lost these days. Okay, should I take the shortcut and walk across the field, or should I take the long way home? Jimmy's hat make me want to build the Devil's Tower out of mashed potato nut. All right, oh boy. Simon John, glad to see you haven't lost your sense of humor. Where you been, Simon John? Been missing all the action. All this walking I'm doing. Weight I'm losing. Healthy meals I'm eating. And I still need to go over here to the end of this field where my car is, which is actually still like a block and a half from there. Let's kill my only female fan. Well, James Gideon, I know you come in here enough to know that that's not the truth. Ruby Rock was just in here chit-chatting away. She's a female. I do not have many female viewers, so I never have. This is a male's channel. It's for men. Not men only, but it's primarily males. Majority of people that watch my channel are between 45 and 54 years old. They're males, and the majority live inside of the United States, but I do have I do have a good portion of viewers from outside the United States, such as Canada, UK, Ireland, Australia, and Switzerland. I've been growing some audience in Switzerland for some time. I never see anyone coming in here and saying, hey, I'm from Switzerland, but they actually, Switzerland right now I think is like in 4th place for most viewers from a particular country. Well, the walking conditions up here don't look so hot, so I'm gonna just walk through. Well, maybe I won't. Let me look. Let me look. I guess it's not that bad. Yeah, so I literally got people from all over the world that watch me. Most are English-speaking countries, though. The major views are coming from English-speaking countries. You say Canada, England, Ireland, Australia. What's up, Sherry? Welcome to the stream. Yeah, Switzerland is 4th place. Believe it or not. I'm amazed at that as well. Yeah, I'm over this walk actually. Get home, fix me something to eat, probably some blackberries and yogurt. I did have a banana this morning actually. Now that I think about it, had 2 cups of coffee and a banana. I don't often eat bananas anymore because of the sugar, but I know they're still good for me. Just eat them in moderation. Went to the store recently and only bought 2 of them. I ate one, I think the day before yesterday. Bought some grapes. Bought that big ass crown of broccoli. I think my mom is getting tired of my diet. I do like pretty much all the cooking. So, not always, but pretty much I'm having broccoli with like every meal. Sometimes I'll do carrots, boil them up. I need to start getting a little more creative and change up my diet a little more for sure. I do try and change it slightly. Like I've been picking up these cheeses on occasion. Of course, I make sure that there's no added sugar in the cheese. I've been getting some cheeses from England, actually. I don't know the name of the brand, but I got one last week that was like I forget exactly what the flavor was, but it was like a spicy honey flavored cheese, which is really good, really flavorful. I bought some plain white cheddar cheese. I just cut slices out of it. It's like when you buy good cheese, man, it's so much better than buying the crap cheese, the processed sliced cheese. It's like the good cheese just melts in your mouth. Things calm down in Mexico. You're the second person to ask about that today, Simon John. As far as I've heard, things are calming down. They've opened up the airport back in Puerto Vallarta, but everybody has been trying to make an exit and get the fuck out of there. I've talked about that guy Dan Dick that I met in Vancouver. He was down there with his wife, and he couldn't get out. The airline had canceled flights, so I got something in my shoe, man. Now it's somewhere I can't reach it. Anyways, they canceled his flight. They didn't have any other flights that he could get on, so he's stuck down there for another 5 days. He paid $2,500 for a round-trip ticket, and since he wanted to cancel his ticket since they couldn't get him on a flight for another 5 days, they're like, yeah, we'll cancel it for you, but we're only going to give you a $200 refund. So he's like, what? So he's decided against canceling that ticket because not only were they only going to give him $200 back, but it wasn't $200 cash. It was going to be $200 credit to fly once again with WestJet, who can't get him on a flight for 5 days. So it's like, they're like, yeah, we'll give you credit back. We're going to rip you off, but we're going to ensure that you fly with us again. Not only that, but, you know, since he had bought round trip tickets for him and his wife on that airline to go down to Puerto Vallarta, they would have to fly together somewhere else to use that $200 credit. He wasn't going to be able to go and fly somewhere by himself and use the credit. His wife would have to go with him. So be warned, if you're in Canada, I wouldn't fly with them. Fuck that company. I got some more cheese from some British cheese that I'm eating now. It's not as good as the last one I had. It's a black peppercorn cheese. There's one there that's an espresso flavored, but I haven't checked the package. I just want to make sure there's no sugar, but I'm thinking that might be my next one if it's healthy enough for me to eat. But yeah, nothing like some good cheese, man. It melts in your mouth. It's creamy. Of New Mexico. No. Extubus, where you been, Extubus? You haven't been here. Haven't been supporting the hobo on his new health journey. I'm still in LA. I don't plan on going anywhere. Not anytime soon. Miss you, pussycat. Yeah, no, I'm still staying here for my mom. Mom's might come a time though, and I might say, you know, Mom, gotta go. I don't really have many plans on leaving now. I hate to see her left alone after her last fall in the house where she spent a day on the floor. Nobody came around looking for her, until the next day. She couldn't get up off the floor and had to spend the night on the floor. Yeah, being here for my mom that's why I'm here. Otherwise, yeah, I would probably, if I was going to continue living in the United States, I'd be going back to New Mexico. I mentioned this yesterday. I don't see myself actually going to live down in Mexico, especially after the shit that just recently happened. And I'd rather be by my kids. I don't really like the winter time out there, that's for damn sure. But I sure do like camping in the Santa Fe National Forest. You guys know I've done plenty of that. Fred caught the bus from Siem Reap to Phnom Penh today. Might have beat me. Yeah, I've done that a couple times. It's the cheapest way to go. Just take the bus between each city. They stop midway. I forget how long that drive was. I want to say, not sure that I'm right, but I want to say it was about 5 hours. They stopped midway, I think, in a place, what was it? Campot, I believe. I think I've got a picture on my Instagram of that town. We stop at this restaurant. There's some street vendors outside the bus. You can pick up some snacks, drinks. We don't have far to go at all. I can see my car right here. It's right up the street. Oops, shit. Misstep. There's my car. It's actually a lot closer than what it appears on camera. In fact, I will cross over now. You going to bed, are you, Ozzy Wolfhound? You finally had enough? My voice putting you to sleep? It's like when your mama used to sing you a lullaby. Go to sleep, go to sleep, go to sleep, my baby, or whatever they used to sing. I wouldn't know. Oh, you changed your name, your handle, huh? Sherry Twister Girl, I mean. Most people have no clue how to do that. I'm telling people all the time, you can change your name. You can get rid of those numbers and shit. Alright, let me get out my keys. We have arrived at the car. Take off this hat because I'm sweating. Whew. Get in there. Let me turn this gimbal off. Let me put you guys. Look, I look a wreck from sweating under the hat. Plus, I desperately need a haircut. But I haven't got the patience to sit and wait to get my hair done here. Let's turn up this air. Go to sleep listening to Art Bell podcast from 10 years ago. Yeah, I had a friend of mine that used to listen to him 25 years ago. Man, she was into that guy big time. He's dead now, right? I think. I still go to sleep every night listening to podcasts, or I have audiobooks on Audible. Sometimes it gives me some really fucking weird dreams. Like, in fact, last night I was listening to this book. I think it was The Creature from Jekyll Island. But, you know, I was having this dream that I was in Paris with Emily. And I forget what happens, but she went running off, chasing after some guy. And I went off in another direction thinking I would cut the guy off. But what I remember from the dream, I remember two things. I remember it was like Paris was just a complete shithole dystopia. I don't know if you guys, I know some of you have been to Paris, and Paris is a beautiful city, but it was like end of the world. It was just like trash everywhere, crime going on, graffiti. And I ran into, of all people, who I haven't watched in at least a few weeks, as, what is his name? I even forget now. Fucking dude, he's part black. He's got the curly hair. His girlfriend's name is Magic. She goes by on YouTube. Saint 10. I had a dream that he was there in Paris, and I was trying to find Emily, and someone stole my phone, stole my cell phone, and Saint gives me a phone. He's like, yeah, here, you can have this phone. You can only make phone calls from it, though. You can't receive phone calls. I'm like, what? And anyways, I woke up during this dream, and I remembered it, and I was first thing that came into focus for me was the audio book I was listening to. And I thought, I wonder if it's this audio book that made me have this weird-ass dream. Brown nose. I had to get some air going on in here, man. Hot, bro. Anyways, I don't know why I told you about that, but because we were talking about listening to podcasts and audiobooks. But, yeah. You know, that's another thing, too, is I dream all the time now. I was drinking. I wasn't, like, dreaming at all. Maybe I was, but never remembered it. Now that I'm sober, I dream, like, all the time. Every night. Some of them get pretty real, pretty vivid. Okay. I think that probably the dreaming stuff has to do with my liver being in better health, which of course your liver affects your brains. I could be the next Art Bell. Yeah, I think it was Kelly. You should do podcasts. Actually, I think a few people told me that. I was going to do that at one time. I played with the thought. I think I made one or two podcasts. I've done a couple where I didn't turn the camera on. I just chatted. I've always heard I kind of have a unique voice because people always say I sound like I'm from the South, but I'm not. But I don't know if that's why people say I have a unique sounding voice. Maybe it's just the way I sound, the way I pronounce my words, or the tone. I don't know. I have a hard enough time coming up with content as it is. I've actually got some stuff that I might be sharing with you guys soon that we can talk about, but I don't know if you guys would actually be interested. Because you guys, I don't think, are into all that technical stuff. Eating too much cheese gives you nightmares, or so your mom said. I never heard that before. You do have a good face for radio. Yeah, I would agree with you, Poop Leo. I guess I could keep streaming for a little while. I've got all day. It's 12:30. I've got stuff that I want to do, but it doesn't need to be done at this moment. In fact, I can do it whenever the fuck I get around to it. It's just I've been so focused, literally. I've been keeping my brain busy. I've been working on all kinds of stuff, and I'm actually kind of getting addicted to it, to be quite honest. Hold on a second. Yeah, when I get in the house, I'll take a look at that Samsung Health, tell you just how far I actually walked today, how fast I walked. Yeah, I should start putting on sunblock, man, so the sun gets stronger as summertime continues to approach. Oh shit, I got some clothes in the washer I need to get out too. Plug this in as well. Plug in the phone. Drop off my stuff. Find the mini tripod. Yeah. All right. Let's go see Mom's. She's not here. Maybe she's in the bathroom. March interaction between Ms. Lazaro, jail staff. Yeah, she's in the bathroom. Take off my shoes. Legal issue with jail staff reviewing scanning for words diagram. Get some cold water. Alright, now I can sit down and comfortably read your comments. You know what would be cool is if I could get my Samsung Health on my computer. Or actually, I guess I could, because I've got my phone connected to my PC and I can open up the app that allows me to look at my phone and its apps, and I can read what's on there. I need to get some cold water, man. Come on, brew. I got my tumbler with my vodka. So I'm drinking the hard stuff today. That high quality H2O. Bam. Here's that chunk of cheese I was telling you I got. It's, I threw the wrapper out. I unwrapped it and threw it out, but it's like a black corn pepper cheese. And I might have some of that in just a wee bit after I cool down. I went extra far today.
You went farther?
Yeah. Yeah, I went around the block, came back, walked past here, went down to by the liquor store, went up the street there and walked past the trailer park, and there's a park over there. Found out there's a bunch of things that I could use to work out, so I'll probably start going over there and using their
there is? I didn't know that.
free.
'Cause I've been to that park.
Yeah.
Sleeping on.
So I use your card to get your bandages.
Yeah.
And I think that's the receipt for the bandages, or it's in my car. I don't know. Whatever. It's $5 and change.
Mm-hmm. So you didn't have a problem getting into my account to put the money in?
Not a problem at all. My mom is now constantly forgetting her PIN numbers for her credit cards and bank accounts. She went to make a deposit the other day and couldn't get in. I wasn't with her. She's like, I can't get in. What's my PIN number? Told her, well, try this one. And well, it wasn't that one. So I said, well, just open up your bank app and change your PIN. So, oh, that's a good idea. I guess she can figure that out. Okay, I'm connected to my phone. Here's the apps. Where I think I got, it's just an alphabetical order, all apps. There's Samsung Health Watch, I think it's called. It's not the one I want, though. It's probably, oh, it's not showing my folders. Wait a minute. There's my files. Let me just triple check. Smart Switch, Smart Things, Samsung Health. Let's just see what's under this one. Scan the QR code to verify this is you. Nah. Fuck it, I'll just look up my phone. Oh, here. Open phone screen. I'll see myself, I'm sure. Oh, now it's asking me to scan the code, too. This app, this is the phone link in Windows. Let me just do it this way, the old-fashioned way. So I did 10,630 steps for 105 minutes. I burned 756 calories. I don't know if I need to. Maybe I should have told it that I was walking for it to track the speed and all that. It's tracking my heart rate. It was average resting range of 61 to 77. I think right now 12:29. Oh, that was a little while ago. It was at 116 while I was walking, so that's like an elevated level. I guess, is this my blood pressure? I guess this is my blood pressure. It says minimum beats per minute was 96. That must have been about the time I started the stream, and max was 140. What that means, I don't know. Yeah, it shows like, I wonder how far back this goes. I've looked at this in the app, like you can see what your heart rate is while you're sleeping. I'm like surprised just how low your heartbeat gets when you're sleeping. Like 34 beats per minute while I was sleeping. What's up, Aquarius? What's up, Lukester? Ever thought about vegetarian or vegan diet? I have thought about it. That's about as far as I've gotten. I think I did try once upon a time when I was living with Eric. I was going to, let me see if I can lock this in on my face. I was going to some vegan, vegetarian restaurants quite a bit, but I don't think that the Wi-Fi, bro. I'm connected to my connection and my mom's connected to mine, which usually sucks. I think I'm going to end up getting rid of this cable internet because I did get them to drop the price down to $40 a month from $70 for the next year, but my computer is still like connections have been for shit. I've been thinking I probably should just try uninstalling, reinstalling the driver for the network card, but I haven't gotten around to it. Focus much me. Huh? I'm not understanding you, Leo. Not understanding you. Not understanding you, bro. Well, since everybody kind of dropped off as soon as the walk was done, I guess I'll let you guys go. It's been 2 hours. I could get back to my projects, get onto the internet, do my thing. Appreciate you guys hanging out, checking in with me, seeing how healthy I'm getting. I wish this would disappear, but I think I'm getting the turkey neck going on here, man. Gobble, gobble, gobble. I think I'm going to have a chin lift or something like that. Stream hiccuped big time. Yeah, it's because when I walk in the house, the signal is shit here, so I just connected it to my cable connection. Have a beer. Nah, I'm good, bro. I'm good. See you guys in the next one. Don't forget to check out Discord if there's no links in the description. You can check out my last stream, which most certainly had links to everywhere that you could possibly want to go that's hobo. All right, I'm out of here. I'll talk to you guys in the next one.